Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Oh my
How
gosh,
are
that's
you?
wonderful. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. So I am recording the interview. And like I told you before, I'll send you over this part of it as well. And so pretty much what I want to do is I want to get to know more about you, what it is that you do, how you got started, and everything like that. And then I'll give you a brief summary about what it is that I do, and a little bit about my business. So I appreciate you taking the time out today to speak with me. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for choosing me. It's an honor to be interviewed by you.
You're welcome. So you said that you're in India, right?
Sorry,
You're in India?
I'm in Sri Lanka.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Nice. And you've been there the whole time?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Sri Lanka.
What do you like about it?
I really love the culture, the food, and actually everything. Everything is amazing in Sri Lanka. I hope you can visit there someday.
I do. I do plan on visiting in a couple of years. And I think India and Sri Lanka is one of the places I do want to travel to. One, because of the
Yeah.
history. Like you said, the culture is so beautiful and the food is
Yes.
amazing from what I see on like TikTok and social media. I love the fact that everything is embedded in the culture and that,
Yes.
you guys are so willing to share that. So that is, I can't wait. I've heard nothing but positive things about Sri Lanka, and that's definitely on my to-do list.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
you're welcome. Tell me about your business.
Well, Newchrissandra, I actually started it as a blogger, specifically on self-love and self-care also. So it's very amazing, we interviewed on the topic of self-care. So from Newchrissandra, I wanted to bring out the positive message of I want my followers to love themselves unapologetically and be themselves, whatever the society says, whatever the people says, that doesn't matter, because as long as you are like, as long as you love self, then only you can love the others and support and care for the others. So that's the message I want to bring to Sandra, to the world.
And
And
how long
so
have
I'm
you,
doing
yes, continue.
yes.
How long have you been in
uh,
business?
well, I started this 2 years ago.
Congratulations. Wow, 2 years ago. And I agree, I started Jay's Intuitive Life Coaching and Inspired Healing back in 2020 when COVID was running very rampant and a lot of people were having high stress levels due to having to work from home, having to do schooling from home, and also their work-life balance being depleted because everything was in one centralized location. So from that perspective, self-care is so, so important. And I feel like up until this point, it's been a conversation that really hasn't been had. So I appreciate you being a part of that industry and a part of this industry because it is needed, especially in these spaces now where everything is on social media and you're portraying a life that maybe doesn't pair well with who you really are. And then you're seeing others' lifestyle that you want to inspire. So you oftentimes forget how important it is to truly be your authentic self. So, what products and services do you offer?
Well, part of my Newchrissandra, the business, and there's a blogger. I I actually, as I told you earlier, I started to share thoughts and sayings and tips on how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, and also then also part of my blogger, I also doing a business, a marketplace actually, to sell goods. And I believe like a part of like hobbies inspire yourself, like hobbies help you to, it's a part of the self-love and self-care process. I think it's very good for your overall mental health, your well-being, and your physical, whatever you say. Because I sell antiques, and in Sri Lanka, it's probably so famous, selling all money notes and old stamps. And I have, various countries that stamps and money notes. A lot of people are like they are buying it, and it's very I as for me, I also collect, and it's helping me to, spend my time very like, like balancing my work life and my normal day-to-day life. It's helping me as a part of my hobby to collect stamps and to share with the people who love them.
That's amazing. So yeah, you collect stamps. What would you say is the most unique stamp that you have in your collection right now?
For me, the most unique stamp is probably all Sri Lankan stamps, which belong to King George's era. Like they are called Ceylon because at that time Sri Lanka was called as Ceylon.
I appreciate that so much. And I want to go back to your self-care journey, right? You live in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
What is unique about self-care in your country, and how do you tie your culture to your self-care practices?
Well, as for myself, like um, I am like I have to say I just finished my school in January, and even before ending my school life, I started doing Newchrissandra with the help of my parents, and like it's like not everybody is same in this world, and we get ups and downs, and we get both positive and negative comments from others. And in that journey, as the founder of Newchrissandra and as a daughter, as a normal student, I have to face many things and like many things in like problems in my self-love and self-care routine. Like some say you can't do this, you will not be able to do this. Like who cares? I'm doing what I want to do, and I have proved it. And I'm proud to say that uh, New Presenter had helped me a lot. Like it's like my baby. It's like I'm giving out my part of myself to the world outside, and it's really great journey for me.
Would you say you're really close with your parents?
Yeah, they are my strength. Actually, they keep me going, and also New Presenter. Like, have you like noticed the name? It's kind of uncommon, and you haven't heard the name before.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, like I have always loved different things, and in fact I want to be different than others. Like, if you put Newchrissandra, the name simply, it's a powerful combination of my dad's name Newton, my mom's name Christine, and my own name Cassandra. So altogether it's Newchrissandra.
That's beautiful. So you merged what your family and your parents being your backbone. And it kind of, you have a name that really truly represents
Yeah.
your journey, your self-care journey, and your personal journey. I love that. New Cassandra. That is, wow, that's unique. So going back to what you said
Thank
about
you.
wanting to be unique, that in and of itself is unique, and that in and of itself has a story behind it. You should really share that more often, because I think that is so beautiful. When we start businesses, we don't realize how much those around us, our loved ones, influence our businesses.
Yes.
So I want to ask you,
Yeah.
because I love the fact that you're in the self-care space. So I get to talk to you more about it. How would you say
Yeah.
your childhood has affected you starting this business?
Uh, Actually, it's pretty easy to say that I look through my own self and my own eyes, like at the others, and I think I also everybody faces challenges in their life, And uh, I want, like, personally, my childhood has affected a lot, in New Chrisandra's formation because, like, some aspects of my childhood, I really don't want to talk about it because I mean everybody has traumas, and there are certain people, certain situations that made us, like, feel uncomfortable, and that lead us, in doubt of, are we truly loving ourselves, are we truly putting ourselves ahead like that, how can we like deal with them. And I think as much as you love yourself only, then you will be able to, handle any kind of situation or person. The more you love yourself only, you will be able to shine, always think positive that I can and I can do. And I think that's how my childhood, no matter what others say, no matter what happens, I I pray to God. I have a family. I have people who are rooting for me. So I have myself, and so I'm out there and I'm building in Cassandra.
That is amazing. Um, like you said, you have to show up as yourself. You have to first practice self-care within who you are before you can share that with others. And that's so important. I think a lot of people miss the fact of how important self-care is when it comes to running a business, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, because you have to take care of you first. If not, it makes it harder to show up every day, to show up for your clients, to show up for your business, to stay and to put forth the effort every single day, even when things aren't going the way that they should go. So for your self-care business, who would you say is your ideal client? Who are the people that you love to work with on a day-to-day basis?
uh, like, what if I say, like, my friends? Yeah. And they like, they give me the necessary feedback, like, if they like going to work and they don't have time for them, they are going work and work and work, and we should love ourselves. Like, if they say that I was struggling with stress, but your 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 quotes, your inspiring content, they have helped me to love myself. And I think that's what the feedback is, what keeps Newchrissandra going. You know, it's very amazing when a customer gives the feedback with joy.
What advice would you give to people in Sri Lanka, in America, all over the world when it comes to self-care? What would you tell them?
Um, okay, first of all, an advice I would like to give is that I would like to give them the advice of, it's always okay to say no to things and people which, like, it seems like a threat to us or make us feel uncomfortable, you know. And I also advise my followers and people around the world, as you said, like Sri Lankans and Americans, to engage in activities that bring them joy and relaxation, whether it's reading a book or taking a bath or no, like spending time with loved ones. So these moments are crucial for mental health. And also I request to every fellow entrepreneur out there to, uh, the importance of viewing self-care as a necessity and not a luxury, because prioritizing your health and well-being is the key to a sustainable success in your business. And I also recommend setting aside specific times for self-care throughout the day. Even short breaks to stretch, breathe deeply, or have a healthy snack can, like, make a big difference. It's important to create boundaries in, both personal and professional life to protect, like, you protecting your time and energy allows you to be more effective and less stressed. And why don't people, think of I can and I will instead of I can't and what is? Because the more you believe, the more you will get a positive life. Isn't that, the saying we should get into our
That's amazing. That's beautiful. That's pretty much what I would say too. So I want
life?
to shift a little bit and talk about what you as an entrepreneur and you as a self-care coach, what would you say has been the biggest challenge in starting your business?
The biggest challenge is simply out of resources, you know. Like, I think it's a very big challenge, especially for student like me. Like, what if I run out of money? What if I don't have time? Because I have studies and I have all those. But the more you love yourself, you can make time for anything, you know. Like, even if then I started my selling business, then I would sell antiques, and then I'd make money and help my parents with the house and everything. And so, yeah, that's
So what would you say is your biggest success in starting your business?
biggest success.
Yes, biggest accomplishment.
Uh, the biggest accomplishment is getting feedback from customers that I help with their mental struggle, mental health, and overall well-being, and they start to see themselves more in a positive way, to love themselves. I think that is the biggest accomplishment. You know, you when you do something good for somebody, you actually feel good from the bottom of your heart. I think that's a very big success for me.
And do you have anything else you would like to share? Any advice, any words of wisdom that you would like to share with those who are looking to start a business or those who are struggling with self-care?
Yeah. Um, I would say, you know, not focus on the money, or you might not have resources. You might be a student, or you might be a normal person who's going through your day-to-day life. There's nothing stopping from you as long as you have yourself. Why don't you get out of your comfort zone, start with social media, obviously, and start, you know, at least start sharing a blogger, do videos, blogs, and share your day-to-day life with the people out there, because they will get inspired from your life. They will have something to take from your life. I think it's not too late to start. It's never too late to start. Better late than never.
That's advice I can take for myself. So how would those who are looking to work with you, those who are looking to support you, those who want to know more about your story, where can they find you? How can they follow you? How can they support?
Well, I'm available on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, both my personal profile and my Newchrissandra blogger. You can search it, and yeah, I'm always there to give you self-care inspiring content.
Well, thank you so much, Cassandra, for sharing your story, sharing your business, sharing your vulnerabilities with us. It's truly appreciated. I've learned so much, and you've motivated me to keep going in my journey. So I'm going
Thank you
to
for having me. It's such an honor for, you know, getting interviewed by a special person like you. And even my parents want to thank you for everything.
You're welcome, and thank you so much.